Texas from a drive to Abilene with a wagon, the remuda, and the crew. The Cimmerian was boiling red and rising by the hour. Was suicide to push the horses through. Now Cody Bill was pining about his darling Anna Lee. He'd left her crying back in San Antone. The 1,000 times he'd read the note he carried in his jeans. Cody, darling, won't you hurry home? Now trailing longhorn cattle is a life that's wild and free, and the prairie is a puncher's paradise. But it was dark and deadly in the spring of '83 when the Cimmerian was red and on the rise. We were at the wagon playing cards and telling lies when he announced that he was going home. We told him he was crazy, he would never make it through, but Cody smiled and saddled up the roan. Then I made him a promise I'd look after Anna Lee in case he didn't make it through tonight. He turned his collar to the wind and bid us adios, and whistling Dixie he rode out of sight. And trailing longhorn cattle is a life that's wild and free, but the devil's playing hell in paradise. 'Cause it was dark and deadly in the spring of '83 when the Cimmerian was red and on the rise. It was nearly 7 days before we got across. The roan was in the shadow of a hill. He was skinned from head to toe and covered up with mud, but there was not a sign of Cody Bill. Oh, I guess we knew that he was gone, but we looked anyhow. We rode for miles and searched on either side. We combed the brush and drug our ropes through every water hole, but Cody Bill had taken his last ride. And I've kept my promise and I married Anna Lee, and the boy we're raising has his daddy's eyes. Someday I'll tell him all about the spring of '83 when the Cimmerian was red and on the rise. 'Cause it was dark and deadly in the spring of '83 when the Cimmerian was red and on the rise.